Today we're going to take the MT09 to one of my favorite places up where the farms are. It's north of Booton by just a little bit, and there are some really nice farms up that way with some cows and barnyard animals, and there's 3 or 4 really nice farms. And when I look back over the 2 years I've had the bike, about 13,000 miles, and all the time I've spent making it my own bike, it's hard to even describe to somebody who hasn't done that over a period of 2 years. A lot of people do it in one afternoon, and this was not that kind of a job. But now that I have it done and I see it, and it just suits my riding needs to a T, and I love all the custom little touches no matter where I take it, people really do notice. I was not sure they would notice all these little things. Everybody notices the wheels, that's for sure. And I try to keep them as clean as possible. But it's the little details, even the angle of the windshield, that to me make this bike special, and it's always a work in progress. Now this morning, fall is really in the air, and the first time I've seen leaves in my driveway, and so that means that sooner or later, up in our riding area, we're going to start to see the leaves change. It's going to be beautiful. This is for sure the nicest 2 months, month and a half of the year when those leaves are changing. I know it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in Arizona, I know that. But it happens here, and I love it. I love taking pictures and video and sharing it with everybody. And this is the time of year that I have to account for those leaves. There'll be some where I'm going on the road, and they can be slippery, especially if they're wet. Hey, but it's a great day to ride, and I am really looking forward to getting out on the open road. This bike always makes me want to get out on the open road. I just go in the garage and I look at it, and it talks to me. It says, let's go for a ride. Anyway, I want to get it clean. It's just how I do it. I pre-flight the bike every time I ride it, check the air in the tires, make sure everything's just the way I want it to be. And once I'm all done with that, it's very simple. I got to get Karen set up in the kitchen, take care of things on the farm, feed the fish, and then I'm ready to hit the open road. Okay, boys, don't bite me. You want to go riding your MT09? You better not bite me. So while I'm out riding, what are we making? Beef barley soup?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It takes 10 hours in it.
I'll stay out for 10 hours instead of 4 today. How's that sound? Ooh, that looks good, baby. I'll be thinking about it.
It'll look better later when
I'll be thinking about it as I go through the gears. Boy, in 2 years and 13,000 miles since I got this motorcycle as a birthday gift from my beautiful wife, I have not had a bad ride or a bad time, but I have had 2 flat tires on the back tire. Fairness in advertising. Boy, and being honest, I never get sick and tired of that quick shifter. That is just such a nice feature. Boy, I would say anybody who hasn't ridden a bike with a quick shifter, try it out. I think you're really going to like it. I like it. And to be honest, of course, I wish I had it on all the bikes, but unfortunately not happening. What makes this bike so much fun for me, the way the engine develops power, the low end torque, the intake and exhaust tuning are not geared for super high RPM. They're geared down low where you can use it. You don't have to be in any certain gear. It's there all the time. And those Michelin 5 tires seem to be wearing like iron, but again, I won't know until I actually swap them out for 6s, which will be the next thing, and I don't know how long they're going to last. But some of my friends already have 6s on their bikes, and they love them. And this is one of my favorite little places to take a few photos. This is a privately owned farm, of course. I don't think this is commercial. But no matter when you pass it, there's different animals out there. It looks like he's got mostly cows, but there's other barnyard animals out there too. It looks like he's got, maybe instead of having a motorcycle collection, he's got a cow collection or a goat collection or something. Anyway, a very interesting place to stop, take a few pictures. And as I look around these older barns, I've stopped many times just to take pictures of the older barns. And believe it or not, those old barns are worth a fortune because people want to tear those barns down and recycle the wood. It's amazing. And the cows, we want to recycle them into hamburgers. So, and the goats, I don't know, goat cheese. I don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful place to stop and take a few pictures. Now, one thing I like on this bike too, the drive modes are really nice. The standard mode, of course, is probably the most practical. But every once in a while, it's fun to just kick it into the track day mode and have that instant throttle response. It is fun. And this is the first bike I've ever had with ABS, and I fought it off in the beginning, and I thought, unnecessary, don't really need it. And at least twice that I can remember, it saved my bacon because the streets are going to get more slippery with those leaves that are coming. But there's what really makes this bike, to me, the most special of all, is that Valentine radar detector and being able to switch it out to other bikes. You could ride without getting clipped in these fake traps that they have all over the place. and you know where they hide, it's the best investment I ever made. And a little bit north of the farms, you can see the leaves are already on the ground. And when the wind starts blowing and they wind up being out in the road, especially early in the morning when the roads are a little wet, and then you say, thank you, Yamaha, for that traction control. And I love the way the front end of this bike came out, but I have to be really honest. There's a lot of hours of moving things around and changing angles and making carbon parts and changing the screening and the scoops and all that blue paint. Oh. And as this summer comes to an end, it's really been a hot summer, but every day now it's just getting a little bit cooler. We get a little bit of the fall breezes coming. Now that I see the leaves starting to fall on the ground, fall is in the air. I'm stopping, taking some pictures here, and I noticed this giant globe. That is really something unusual there. Look at how big that thing is. Gigantic, too. I'm sorry I never saw that before. That's amazing. And, of course, one of the features that really I think is great about this bike, getting 50 miles to the gallon when we got this overpriced gas. And maybe we'll have that for a long time to come, I don't know. But I'll have the Mt09 for a long time to come too. And no matter where I ride or how I ride or under what weather conditions I ride, this bike just never fails to entertain me. It's just uncanny how light it feels and how nimble it feels. It's an unusual bike. So check this out. I thought this was pretty cool. Somebody did a mural on the side of this building. The dog days of summer. That's pretty cool. I looked at it, and when I got done, I said, well, I got to get a picture of this for my collection of pictures. Send it out to all my friends who have dogs. That's pretty cool. The dog days of summer. Somebody's very artistic when they did that. That dog mural reminded me, we haven't been up to the Elvis barn in a long time on Route 13 up in Warwick. That might be a ride before the real winter sets in. That's a great little ride up on Route 13 too. Now in the past I've been up here right by the lilies, and there'd be a bunch of turtles sunning themselves on the rocks, and as soon as you get, I guess you shut the motorcycle off, whatever, they all jump in the water. And I've always tried to sneak up on them and get a picture, but they seem to like, maybe that's their habitat, right under the lily pads. And the fall leaves to me are always a reminder. Look back at the summer and appreciate how many good days we had. We basically didn't lose any riding days this summer. I don't think I lost any because of a terrible weather. It's just been a wonderful summer. So it's time to turn the bike around, head back for home. We got to see that dog Mural. I finally got some pictures of it. That's in Booton, by the way. I'm going to sneak up on those turtles sooner or later and get them all jumping into the water. That's pretty cool. And sometimes those lilies are in full bloom early in the morning. A lot of cool stuff. I love stopping by the farms and seeing the barnyard animals and the cows and the sheep and the dinosaurs or whatever are out there. And being out on this bike for a full day, I always go home. There's one thing I always can guarantee. I will be going home in a good mood and with a smile on my face. Is it harvest time yet or not?
Look what I found.
Woo! Wow! Harvesting is fun. Hey, every day we get something out of that garden. You never know what. Holy mackerel, how many you got? Wow. Okay. Just couldn't be any better than this. The leaves are really starting to change in fall. The tomatoes are still getting tomatoes every day. And peppers. And the wind is blowing, the fall breeze is blowing. It's cooler than it was the last couple of days. I think we got the best fall ever, just around the corner. So if you're new to our channel, we basically have one purpose for this channel: sharing our passion for motorcycling. We do question and answer videos where we try to share useful information. During the winter, we work on bikes basically over the winter. Try to do things like painting the wheels, customizing them, doing things that we can share through video. We always have the unique parts of these bikes that are one of a kind, the carbon fiber parts I've made. Our love for GSs and Evil Twins, and we got a surprise coming up on that very soon. And sharing the passion of motorcycling with our friends, and YouTube is a great way to do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We post something up every day, and thanks so much for watching.